Mega Marino. His name is Mega Marino.
Mega Man 4 Ring Boomerang, originally given to you by Ringman. Ring Boomerang deals 2 damage one shot, 1 stop, and once it returns, totaling 6 damage. You can also pick up health and ammo drops. And depending on your spacing, you can stack damage and either deal 6 damage at a time or 4 damage at a time. And of course, Ring Boomerang is exactly a boomerang. Once you shoot it, it's going to go right back to the player, so if you jump or slide or no matter how you move, it's always going to come right back to you. And any enemy that's in the path of this boomerang will get decimated. Again, it does up to 6 damage depending on spacing. Overall, this weapon is pretty solid. Mega Buster cannot kill a Garyobi, however, Ring Boomerang is one of the weapons that can deal with Garyobis and other unique enemies. This weapon is nuts. You can also grab juice and run with it and just keep it on screen the whole time and use it when you need to. You can also push and pull items and walk it like a dog. Subscribe for more. Mega Man 4 Dive Missile, originally given to you by Dive Man, shoots a missile-shaped projectile with homing properties. Dive Missile is a singular projectile that homes in on the nearest enemy. Whether it's all the way up in the air or all the way on the floor, it's just going to target it, track it down, and deal 3 damage to it. It's really good. Also, if there's a target on the ceiling, it will home all the way to the top in a circular form and just keep hitting stuff until it reaches the target. This is the ultimate convenience weapon. Dive Missile has 28 weapon capacity and does 3 damage to the target, which is basically a charge shot, except you never have to charge it. Being the ultimate lazy man's weapon, you can just close your eyes, spam this weapon, and it will kill everything in front of you, because again, 3 damage is a ton, and it can also save your life a lot of the time. This weapon hits even when you don't think it can. Oh, and... subscribe for more. Mega Man 4 Flash Stopper, originally given to you by Brightman. Flash Stopper is a full-screen freeze effect that freezes all objects and enemies in place. Once active, you can shoot your buster for 1 damage. Flash Stopper is really good against enemies because you can freeze them in place and manipulate their position and move around them with ease. Just notice how easy it is to manipulate these enemies and shoot them. Flash Stopper is really good at helping you gain control of a situation. This weapon is so good, it freezes Yokus, bombs, lasers, topspin platforms, falling blocks, fans, jet platforms, concrete platforms, balls, conveyors, crash lifts, astrogates, sponge blocks, and more. Flash Stopper is also very good against bosses because you can just freeze them in place and either mash them down or calculated and strategically jump over their position and maneuver them with ease. You can even freeze through shields. Great weapon. Subscribe for more. Mega Man 4 Dust Crusher, originally given to you by Dustman, shoots a dust-shaped projectile with spread shot. Dust Crusher actually spreads into 4 separate shots on impact. Once the weapon hits something, it spreads into 4 separate shots, shooting in 4 separate areas, dealing 2 damage each. Dust Crusher is an absolute powerhouse of a weapon. Just watch it obliterate all these enemies in just 1 hit, and you can even kill Gabiols. Dust Crusher stacks damage on impact and is completely nuts. Even against some objects, you can force a spread shot on Dust Crusher and manipulate its position. You can also just kind of shoot objects that do 1 damage and just break it and do not do any spread shots. You can make this weapon really fancy. Alright, now the best part of Dust Crusher is obviously the DPS. We're gonna kill 4 20 health enemies in 2 hits each. Just watch this destruction. This is dirty as dust. Subscribe for more. Mega Man 4 Skull Barrier, originally given to you by Skullman, creates a shield of skulls. Does 3 damage each and you get 14 shots. Although Skull Barrier tinks on some enemies, it does destroy most enemies pretty fast. Skull Barrier's most unique property is that it allows Mega Man to stay on spikes. You can actually walk on spikes, slide on spikes, and interact with spikes as long as Skull Barrier is equipped. But be careful, if you touch a weapon block or an enemy, you'll die. This weapon is really good at dealing with a bunch of crap on screen. You can just mash the weapon and it will deal with all the stuff on screen. Really comes in handy in a pinch. Skull Barrier is also really good against bosses as it negates all of their projectiles and you can just kind of walk up to them and just mash the weapon and get the job done. This tactic works really well against Metal Man, Crystal Man, Night Man, and other bosses that are dumb. Good weapon! Subscribe for more. Mega Man 4 Drill Bomb, originally given to you by Drill Man, shoots a drill-shaped projectile that explodes. Drill Bomb only fires in a straight line, and you can only have one on the screen at a time. However, you can self-detonate it and choose when it explodes. It's very handy. Drill Bomb does 6 damage at a time, which in terms of Mega Man damage is a lot. That is 2 charge shots worth of damage, and you can literally just mash it. You have 28 of them, and you can obliterate everything in the game. And it also kills Gavials. In terms of items and object interactions, the only thing this really does is self-detonate, so you can control the blast radius splash damage effect and use it. Drill Bomb really shines as one of the best damage weapons in all of Mega Man Maker. As again said before, you can destroy everything in the game, just look how fast everything dies. This weapon is incredible! Subscribe for more. Mega Man 4 Rain Flush, originally given to you by Toadman. Fires full screen and covers everything. Rain Flush is a full screen wipe that deals 5 damage over 2 seconds, and you get 7 uses of it. This can wipe out everything in the game, but bigger enemies take longer to kill. Shown here are enemies with different health values up to 5 health, and they all die with 1 shot. This weapon flushes away all your problems. Same thing applies with objects. As long as it has less than 5 durability, you can break through it with ease. Rain Flush is good for dealing with multiple varieties of fire and can put them out, and also allows you to go against the heaviest of rains and jump in them. My personal favorite use of Rain Flush is mobility. You can do some really big, fast, fun jumps with this weapon, and it even stacks in the rain and makes for some fast, good gameplay. Subscribe for more. Mega Man 4 Pharaoh Shot, originally given to you by Pharaoh Man, creates a giant solar flare sun-shaped circle. Pharaoh Shot has many different directions. It can shoot up left, up right, down left, down right, left and right, but cannot shoot up and down. And it can also be charged. Pharaoh Shot does the same amount of damage as Mega Buster, which is 1 damage, unless you charge it, which does 4 damage. Really good weapon once charged. There's also special interactions that one-shot whoppers. Pharaoh Shot is also really good at dealing with objects and interactions. This weapon is crazy versatile, allows you to illuminate the dark, and you can charge it and shoot the charge shot in angles, and it destroys dust blocks and other objects. Also really good if you just charge the weapon and walk forward with it with this big sun on your head and you just destroy stuff in your path. Really good. The most unique thing about Pharaoh Shot is you can charge it while sliding and kill stuff above you. That's pretty cool. Subscribe for more. God damn it, dude.
Mega Marino. His name is Mega Marino.